Hi there, Leos. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at August 22nd through August 28th. So we're coming to the end of the sun in your sign. So happy birthday to those of you straggling Leos. And if you know, of course, if depending on what time you're born, you could be very close to being a Virgo if you're born towards the end of the Leo's sunshine. It's always good to have your chart done. But if you are a cusper, meaning that you're born on the last possible day to be born as a Leo, you should always read Leo and Virgo and listen to both signs as well, because cuspers always have a little bit of something extra going on. This week, it's an interesting week because the Sun joins up with Mercury and Venus, the two personal planets of the zodiac, as well as Jupiter, all in Virgo, which you would think would be great because that's your second house of money and self-worth and self-esteem. The only snag is that Mercury is going out of phase or retrograde at the end of the week through September 22nd. And we all know that when Mercury goes retrograde, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. It's in full effect and it's extremely annoying, as I'm sure you are aware. So if you've got any kind of financial issue, if you've been asking for a raise, if you have money that you lent to somebody that you would like paid back, this is definitely the time for you to ask for it or not bother asking for it until Mercury does move forward to late September. Elsewhere, things start to get a little dicey on Wednesday when Mars, the planet of energy, gets into a position to make its biannual merger with Saturn, the planet of focus and discipline. This is a fusion to take seriously because it is synonymous with delays, aggravation, obstacles, and frustrations that can lead to violence in the form of anything from road rage to silly arguments in the supermarket aisles to people getting flustered about politics when at a dinner party or something like that, which we all know not to talk about things, but with the current climate of all the countries and of the world, people are talking about things. Now, this is symptomatic of Mars and Saturn butting heads, both of which are in Sagittarius. And it's so they're both in your fifth house of romance, creativity, and self-fulfillment. You may feel aggravated with your other half, with your partner, with the person you're dating, the person you're sleeping with, whatever it is, and aggravated to the point where you are enraged about something and you want to fight, as in, I'm not saying you're going to have a battle in a ring, fight as in yell and scream and slam doors and hang up the phone and all that sort of stuff. Especially if you're involved with an Aries, another Leo, a Sagittarius, it could get pretty feisty. With that said, you know that any of those subjects that make you crazy with rage or that piss you off or that can cause you to get aggravated because it's something you've obviously talked about before or something you've never talked about and it just suddenly comes up in conversation, to avoid talking about them this week. Because if you don't, it will blow up into a full-out explosion drama that you might not be able to reel in too easily. Now, Mercury is going out of phase in your second house of money and cash flow. So if you've got checks to send out, if you've got any credit card things that need straightening out, do it now before Mercury goes retrograde. I'll be telling you more about that next week. Thanks so much, Leos. I'll speak to you again soon. Have a great week.